everyone. This is Sierra, and today I will be doing a cerebral palsy awareness month presentation by me. I created this presentation by myself. So today I'm going to start uh uh doing the presentation. So let's go. I have a couple of questions. How many of you know someone with CP? How many of you think or you have CP? And have you heard of CP before? If you wanna answer these questions, comment down below. So a little bit about me. Hi, I'm Sierra. Hi, and I have cerebral palsy. I was born with it and have had it all my life. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, the acronym or short word for it, short initials for it, or CP, at age 3, and I have had many difficulties with my CP when I was an infant and still have some problems today. My CP includes my hands. See how they're double jointed? That's why. Uh, my feet, my voice, my eating abilities, and sometimes my mind. I will talk about my history with CP, what cerebral palsy is, the history of CP, why it's important to advocate for CP and other disabilities. So the next picture is me in the hospital when I was born. If you don't like, say, needles, syringes, medical equipment, etc., you may want to look away. The next slide is me in the hospital when I was born. Please be please be respectful because this is what I had to go through as an infant. It's not pretty, but it's very important. So this is me in the hospital when I was born. I'm hooked up to a lot of things because I was really sick and struggling to breathe properly. As you can see, I have like a little breathing tube right here, and then there is my feeding tube, I think, and lots of other stuff. So my history with CP. Some of these things may not be associated with my disability, but are still a part of me. My CP started when I couldn't breathe properly. When I was born, I was purple and had a lot of fluid in my body, so that's probably why I have this disability. I had an omphalocele, which is where the organs of your body produce on the outside of a baby's body. Wait, hold on. I think I messed that one up. I had an omphalocele, which is where the organs of a baby's body produce on the outside of their body, mostly near the abdomen area, and then are gathered and sewn back in. You may or may not have noticed that I have a scar that looks like an upside down question mark on my belly. I will not show that because that is private and personal to me. But if I wear a bathing suit, you may see it. Anyway, that is where my omphalocele was when I was born. Also, I had other issues with my disability, which were eating problems. I had a gastric tube or G tube, which is a tube that brings liquid nutrition like baby formula, uh, nutrition drinks, etc. Like, for example, Pediasure and Ensure. You probably all have heard of that. Through a syringe-like tube which goes into your stomach. After the liquid goes through the tube, the G tube is closed like a clasp button. That is how we and others with digestive issues and disabilities would eat or used to eat. The reason why I don't eat in front of others is because of how people might judge me. That means like I'm self-conscious about the way that I eat still. Now I'm getting more confidence in eating more food, but I still am afraid of being judged by others. So sometimes I like to eat alone and do my own thing, but that's just my personal preference. my G-tube hole is located on the left side of the myofascial scar. Again, I will not show that because it is my personal preference. I have feet problems, so that's why I wear. You probably won't be able to tell the little circle recording thing, but these are my orthotic braces. They help me walk. They help keep my feet straight. There are socks in them. I apologize. Um, and they help me uh, balance, kind of, basically. So this is why for my left foot, what? This is for my left foot, this is for my right foot. So I showed you my orthotic braces. I do have feet problems again. I My feet would be outward like this due to my CP. And I had surgery a couple years ago, or a few years ago probably. And the doctors straightened out my tendons to make my feet hurt less and make me walk straight and make me walk properly by straightening my feet. I do have blisters on my feet, which made them hurt a lot. Now I wear braces to protect my feet and help straighten them. So you may have noticed my voice may sound different than other people's due to my CP. Uh, it's because my voice is very nasally sometimes. It doesn't, people can't understand me because of that. So that's one of the main reasons of my CP. I also have voice seizures or voice spasms. Uh, Usually it feels like I can't breathe. I can breathe fine. It's just that when I have these voice spasms when I'm in a mood or when I'm really upset or they happen out of the blue sometimes, I I have these voice spasms and sometimes they go away on their own. It lasts for like a few minutes or so, depending on the situation. But yes, I do have voice spasms. And I had a hard time talking when I was young and could only say a few words as I got older. My vocabulary became more fluent. And lastly is my state of mind. I read that people with CP have mental health issues. I do have mental health issues and I take medication for that, mostly for anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder. I have a mild to severe case of obsessive compulsive disorder, and I do have mood swings occasionally during my period, and they can get pretty ugly once in a while. So you don't want to mess with me when I'm pissed. That's a warning. So I have these graphic. What? Sorry. These contain some graphic images. One is a medical illustration, but it could be graphic to some viewers. So the first one is one of a medical illustration of what an fallacy looks like. The real one is disgusting, as I state in the next slide. And the other two slides are for what a G-tube is and how it works. So this is what a fallacy looks like. It it has a sac, and then it has the organs and the tissues and everything on the inside, and it comes out during birth, and then if they can get it back in, if the doctors can get it back in there, then it should be fine. This is an anatomy of a feeding tube. I don't know how it works when they start the process. Like, do they poke a hole in you or something? Because that sounds pretty gross. I would totally agree with anyone who thinks that. I hate needles. I hate things being poked into me. So Yeah, anyway. But I did have to go through this when I was little. I got it taken out at age 6. Again, I have had feeding issues all my life, so yeah, but I'm eating regular foods now. Anyway, so it here's the syringe, the feeding tube per se, and they pour the liquid nutrition in here. It goes whoop into the stomach. This is an actual feeding tube port. It's closed like this. This is not mine. It's it's another kid or another person's G tube. And this is what it was like closed. When it's open, it's disgusting to look at. But I try not to look at it because it brings back memories of those times where, no. Okay, so here's the important part. What is cerebral palsy, okay? It is defined as a congenital disorder of movement, muscle tone, or posture. Uh, Also, I do have myoscoliosis, so my back does have issues too. Cerebral palsy is due to abnormal brain development, often before birth. Some people with CP have walkers or wheelchairs to help them move around since they can't walk on their own, as you can tell by this diagram right here. And some people with CP are nonverbal, which means they cannot communicate or cannot talk at all. Oh, oops, my bad. So there are four types of CP. There's spastic, which I may have due to my voice spasms. Uh, Ataxic, dyskinetic, and combination of these types. Sorry. I'll go with this in a little detail. I won't say every single one, but I'll just summarize it. It's a lot of words, I know. Uh, Dr. John Whittle is recognized as the first person to study cerebral palsy and defined it in 1853. Sigmund Freud was the first to state that cerebral palsy might be caused by abnormal development before birth. Leonard and Isabel Gordonson, a married couple whose first daughter was born with cerebral palsy, put in years of effort and research to understand the disorder and promote awareness. When their daughter died from complications from CP at the age of 29, the Goldensons co-founded the United Cerebral Palsy Association in 1950. It is considered the fifth largest health organization in the United States today. So these are the months and days which commemorate cerebral palsy awareness. March is considered the month for cerebral palsy awareness. March 25th is National Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, and October 6th is International or Worldwide Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day. This is a graphic that shows how you can talk to talk to someone with CP. But let me go back to the previous slide. I forgot that. So, how do you talk to someone with CP, and what would my advice be to anyone who knows someone with CP? It goes for all developmental and intellectual disabilities, but not only CP, but it can go for anyone. Be kind and courteous. Don't judge a book by its cover. Help them if needed, because sometimes people with CP need help. And um yeah. Anyway, talk to them if needed. Even though some people with CP can't talk at all, it's good to communicate with them and be their friend. Um, some of them have I just watched a movie called Out of My Mind recently, and so some people with CP use like a tablet or like a communication device to communicate, and also don't treat people with CP like a little kid or a baby, because once they're older, they they're adults. Once they're older, we don't want to be treated unfairly, and just talk to them like any other older person or adult would. That brings me to my other points. Be a good friend. Don't make fun of others with this condition. um, I have had people make fun of me before online and kind of in real life. I wasn't bullied per se, but I did get weird looks from people and stuff. Which brings me to the next point: treat others the way you want to be treated. And just because we're disabled, we are still regular people and we matter. So, especially during these dark and dangerous times. But I won't get into detail about that. Anyway, and just say hello and we'll be your friend. How can I help with cerebral palsy awareness? Find a good source of information online to learn or read about CP. Read a book about CP. Help a friend out with CP if they ask for your permission. And support CP awareness by joining a club, running, walking a marathon, or just being there when they need someone to talk to. Next are some photos that I have. These are my baby pictures when I was little. Um, that you can tell in the bottom middle that I had a walker when I was little. I also had trouble walking when I was a toddler, so I used a walker to help me walk. That's another reason. Here are just some friend photos. These are my friends on my own program. This was me and my friend Jacob at the our regional county fair. I won't say where I went because that's private information, confidential. And here are me and my friends dressed up for Halloween. This was me. I was Peppa Pig. This is my family. I am the oldest, even though I look shorter. I'm older than I'm older than I look. I turned 30 this year, so in September. So I may look young, but I'm older. So yeah. So my siblings are all younger than me, even though my brother looks like he could be the oldest. I'm actually the oldest and the shortest person in the family, kind of. Um, this is me and my mom at Disneyland, and there's me and my dad at a Padres game. Okay, you probably know where I live. It's somewhere in San Diego, but I don't want to specify where in San Diego. Okay, moving on. Here is me and my cat Tiger. This is me and my friends on my current program. This picture was more recent. Uh, and this is what I look like when I wear my orthotic braces. Uh, this is me at a cat cafe, and this is not Tiger. This is actually me volunteering at a cat cafe. This cat that looks like Tiger decided to jump on me while this picture was taken. Excuse me. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope you learned a lot about CP and what it means and how you can advocate for it. Uh, I worked really hard on this presentation, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Uh, This is my favorite quote from Walt Disney. I know I'm a big Disney fan, especially when it comes to Disneyland and our theme parks. I hate roller coasters, so do not put me on a roller coaster. Um, anyway, if you can dream it, you can do it. quote by Walt Disney, of course. Uh, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down below, or please put them down below, or you can just comment down below what your questions, comments, concerns, or curiosities are. If you want to learn more about CP, if you want to learn more about me, how, and etc. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching, listening, whatever. And I hope you guys have a great night, day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Okay, talk to you all later. Bye.